Hey everybody, I'm Sam. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to talk about Charlie's Angels on 4K Blu-ray. This was the original reboot from 2000 with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore. Today I'm going to go over the movie itself, the video quality, sound quality, extras, packaging, and overall recommendation for this title. Before I continue, please subscribe. Take a quick second if you like this kind of content. I really enjoy covering it and bringing it to you, especially these kind of titles that aren't getting a lot of attention. I'm a huge fan of the physical media format, and I'm really excited to fill in the gaps here with some of my favorite movies.
Charlie's Angels was initially started in TV form circa 1977, getting a film reboot in 2000 by music video director McG. Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu star with Bill Murray, Crispin Glover, Sam Rockwell, Kelly Lynch. The film oozes of production value as sets and scenes are spun like a mixtape of short demos. Various shot types are at play here, and there are some dated special effects to say the least. The 4K is certainly more clear in showing light on some of those weaker sides of the visual effects. The film is undeniably fun and almost impossible to be bored by, but it could benefit to a more true to espionage plot beefing. It is a bit thin in some areas, and obviously a bit light. It's not really meant to be taken too seriously. It knows how to have a good time, and the film is no doubt rewatchable to a fault. A movie highly underrated by both critics and audiences, though it did make enough money to spawn an even worse-liked sequel. Roger Ebert called this movie, quote, "a movie without a brain," end quote, in a spiteful half-star review. If taken lightly, I think this is an easy watch. Tongue-in-cheek playfulness keeps things satirical, but perhaps that does confuse the tone. Maybe this did take itself serious and it just aged hilariously as some of those early thousands movies do. It was actually the first Blu-ray ever released circa 2006, later getting its 4K in 2019. I think inevitably the film falls into endless music video schmaltz, but I find myself returning to it again and again, and there's something to be said about that. The video quality of the 4K was overall good. Blacks seem a tad overcrushed as well as overly bright highlights. Colors appear a bit unnaturally saturated by HDR, which is probably where that hyper contrast is coming from as well. I don't think HDR always benefits the film if done poorly. Detail and definition are strongest in evenly lit scenes, and there are some slow motion close-ups that retain a limitless filmic quality. Overall, the video is nothing in the top 10 as far as quality goes, but certainly not the worst either, and far from that. The film benefits from being shot on Kodak 35mm film, which is an 8K native format. No real complaints about the audio. There's a classic soundtrack with a lot of versatility that sometimes teeters towards all-out cheese. There is a 7.1 Dolby compatible soundtrack in effect, which is always a nice bonus with 4K, though my setup is limited to stereo sound for now anyhow. As far as 4K extras go, there's only a first look at the reboot and a trailer. Otherwise, all Blu-ray features include deleted scenes, bloopers, featurettes, music videos, and a commentary. Packaging is fairly standard to below average, I think. It does benefit with a cardboard slip, but the discs are just blue and black. On the plus side, there is a Steelbook 4K version available for a slightly better looking option. Overall, it's a highly nostalgic and unquestionably entertaining feature debut, though of course not without its faults. Newcomers may not take to the tongue-in-cheek attitude of the movie as it falls into infinite montage territory at times. Worth it if you can find it for half list price, used at a secondhand Blu-ray shop. That's where I got it for $12.99. Otherwise, new at $24.99 may not be worth a pickup.
For those familiar with this and who enjoy it, I do recommend it for the 4K format. It does look pretty good overall, as I said. I'm glad I own it. Of course, the movie is a little goofy and a little dated, but that's part of its charm, of course. You know, as a millennial looking back, it's got nostalgic value for sure. What do you guys think of this movie? Do you own the 4K? What do you think of the quality? Do you like the sequel? Do you enjoy the reboot that I did not make it through? Please let me know below in the comments. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. I'm Sam, and I'll speak with you soon.